Taylor Watch. Welcome back.
We're
to
back.
Another episode of Taylor Watch. A very, very special episode. We are fresh off the Eras Tour in Miami.
Woo.
Oh my God, Gia. I'm still processing.
I know, so am
It's
I.
Monday, post-concert, still processing. Can't believe that we were there for such an unbelievable night. And before we even recap any of it, we have to do a round of applause. Huge thank you to our besties at Game Time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to Game Time, who, number one, put us on the floor, which is a place that I've never been. I was so excited and like
amazing.
It was just
seats.
an unbelievable
amazing
experience.
seats.
We got the tickets 2 days ahead of time.
Yeah, I think on like Monday.
It's crazy how they hooked us up. And I we use Game Time all the time at Barstool, and they always do us right. But for something like the Eras Tour, I truly didn't think that we'd be able to kind of work this out, or even if it was possible.
Yeah,
and it was, and then some.
Yeah, and they really came through for us, so we couldn't be more appreciative. And then our entire little recap here is sponsored by Game Time.
Yes.
We've obviously had such an amazing time with them at the Eras Tour, and we couldn't have done it without Game Time. And they are the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports.
Yes, they are.
They now have their brand new Game Time Picks feature. They're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out all the fluffs to show you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code TWATCH for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code TWATCH for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
Game time. But also too, so funny, the local thing. I have had my Game Time settings on Miami for like months.
That's
like
funny.
Every time I open Game Time, it'd be like Miami, and the first thing that came up were the 3 Taylor Swift.
Their app is very user friendly, which is nice.
Extremely.
Yeah.
And again, like I don't know where we keep seeing or why we keep seeing these like strange screenshots of tickets being $20,000, $50,000.
Yeah.
It's not true. At least it's not on Game Time.
Yeah.
Like, Game Time is, obviously floor seats, things like that, right up front row, whatever, they're going to be a little more expensive, but they're completely affordable throughout the entire stadium.
Yeah.
They're there. They're accessible.
Yeah.
There are tickets to be had. And if you haven't gotten to the Eras Tour yet, you're able to go if you go on Game Time and check
there's
out the
a lot
tickets.
of also uncertainty when it comes to buying tickets. Like there's some websites that can be pretty sketchy with like the security of your tickets, and Game Time like is always super reliable. So that's really nice. Like especially with something like the Eras Tour, like you want to know that the ticketing person that you're using is a reliable source, and Game Time has never let us down on that end either. So we just really couldn't be more thankful enough for Game Time.
They made our whole weekend. Like we wouldn't have gone without them. We've been talking about wanting to go for months, obviously. You know, being like, oh, Miami, maybe we'll work something out with Dave, maybe we'll do whatever. Yeah. And in the end, it was Game Time all along.
Yeah, it was Game Time all along.
We're so thankful, and thank you so much to them for trusting us with it and sending us. And wow, just what an unbelievable weekend, Gia. Like this was just truly some of the best stuff that we've been able to do. I know that we're spoiled brats, having gone to multiple concerts. We talk about Taylor twice a week, every week, and we're very, very involved in all of this. But truly, Friday's show in Miami was magical.
It was magical.
There was
something in the air. Totally.
There was something in the air. It was, first of all, a rain show.
Yeah.
Which, have you ever been to a rain show
like
that? Neither have I.
Yeah, that was my first rain show.
It was crazy. A rain show. We obviously had already seen.
Okay, wait, let's start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get to Miami. Everything's pretty seamless. Your flight was delayed for a couple hours.
My flight was delayed, but we flew out Thursday night, so we weren't worried
which
about.
Was smart.
We weren't worried about delays and stuff. Thank God for the concert itself.
Yeah, thank God. Got to Miami. We were staying in a little like Swiftie influencer house.
Shout
a little bit.
Shout out to Olivia Levin, Swifties for Eternity, and also Brian West, who is the USA Today Swiftie influencer reporter.
Yes.
And who are just lovely.
Just very lovely people. And Samantha.
And
who's
Samantha
also
as well,
with us
who
too.
works with Brian, I believe.
Yeah. She was super sweet too. Yeah, it was so funny. I didn't realize that was who he is. He was like I don't know if you guys remember, but USA Today was like, oh, we're searching for like a Swiftie reporter to follow her throughout like her entire tour, and that's Brian's job. So he has a very lucky job, very busy man.
Very busy man.
Yeah.
That man is nobody's busier than Brian. I'm telling you, and he really He's boots on the ground all the time.
All the time.
He's boots on the ground all the time. He knows the ins and outs of the shows at this point after having gone to so many. Like, it was interesting hearing his perspective on things because he's just been to so many shows and has been a part of it now. He's gotten to meet Taylor before. I don't know if he mentioned if it was for this tour or not, but he's met her before in the past.
I looked at his Instagram and it seemed like it was an older picture.
It was a while. I think it was a while ago that they met, but still, I mean, that's like a crazy
thing. My God, I would die. Olivia's also gotten to meet in Taylor.
Olivia went to her rep listening party, right?
Which
is so crazy.
Secret Sessions.
Secret Session,
Wow.
So exciting.
So jealous.
I think that if she had Secret Sessions today, still we'd be invited to that. Like,
I
really think that we would be, but she doesn't do them anymore.
I know.
It's
just
which
tragic.
makes me sad. But yes, we had a lovely time with them. We all went to the same show on Friday. I think Brian and Olivia ended up going night 2 as well. Olivia, I think, went to all 3 nights.
Yeah, she did,
which is amazing. But so we all went night 1. We were sitting in a different space than the two of them. So we said our goodbyes on the floor, but we were all on the floor, all like loving life.
Yeah,
an amazing time. Should we talk about what should we talk about first? The concert or the state of Hard Rock Stadium being the worst stadium?
The state of Hard Rock Stadium, because I'm ready to pop the fuck off.
I'm ready to hear you pop the fuck off, because before you start popping off, I just want to say the concert, of course, was fantastic and it all worked out. The show was great. Before and after, the organization of that stadium, the setup of that stadium, the entering, exiting, everything, burn it all to the ground and start again. Worst stadium in the entire world. Now pop off your specific
stadium issues. In the entire world. Not only did this stadium, okay, I will give them one credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
They had 3 checkpoints to scan your ticket to get into the stadium, which I
great.
Appreciated because I feel like they had very good security in that factor.
To be honest, getting in was fine.
Getting in was fine.
Yeah.
They had one area in a basement for the merch.
Unbelievable.
2 merch stands in one area for every single human being in that stadium to get the merch. The line wrapped all the way down to the bottom of the stadium from the third floor of the stadium.
It literally started in the 300 level.
section. Sorry, should I say?
Right. Started in the 300s, looped around at the stadium. It's like a spiral, like
walkway.
Not stairs, but it's like a spiral thing. The line was doubled up, wrapped around the entire thing. We didn't even know where it started, ended, nothing. Nobody knew anything. It was
I paid 2 girls $50 to cut them in line. They were very nice ladies, and they said, sure, cut them in line. I was like, okay, I'm in a good spot. Get into the entrance for like the line. I'm already in line for that line.
Yep.
Then the girl in front of me asked one of the workers how much longer she thinks it's going to be. The worker says an hour and a half.
Insane.
I'm like, oh my God. Okay, there's no way.
After you'd already been in the line for like 45 minutes at least.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, there's no way. Like, that's going to be an hour and a half.
Yeah. I did not wait on this line, by the way. I said, no, you're on your own.
No,
girl.
I was on my own,
own
kid for sure on
that
one. And
I
just wanted this stupid fucking Gracie Abrams hoodie. And I literally waited in this line for 2 hours. People were trading bracelets, like holding up the line. I'm like, guys, wait till after to trade the bracelets. Like, this is why the line is taking 3 hours, because you're holding everybody up. And I get it. That's the whole point of the concert. But do it after.
Right. I know.
Oh, my God. And then we finally get into the basement. And I'm like, yes, like, thank God. You have to get to another line.
No, it's crazy.
Oh my God. I really almost lost my marbles. Finally got to the end of the fucking line. I go up to the lady. I'm like, can I please get a Gracie Abrams hoodie? Yep. She goes, hey, how are you? How are you doing?
Please.
I was like, I don't have time for the condescending
like,
tone.
lady, Gracie Abrams had already started, by the way, at this point.
Gracie already started.
I'm texting Gia from the seats being like, girl, Gracie's on. Fuck this hoodie.
I know.
But she's waiting for 2.5 hours. It's like, at this point, you gotta see it through.
I know.
You know what I mean? You're in
and
there.
And at that point, I wish I did it, because then she was like, we only have smalls. And I think she was capping, because I saw another box and I was like, there's no way there's only smalls
It's because you didn't say hi to her.
No, I think she was. Yeah. But I will say, I saw on TikTok later that like a lot of girls experienced the same thing. That like it was great. They had millions and millions of stuff for Taylor, but it was Gracie stuff that they had very limited quantities of.
Right.
So
maybe they just didn't anticipate all the Gracie fans. Like when we were going in.
I don't think so.
When we were going in, we like, you were hype about the sweatshirt. You were also so hype about Gracie because you had just seen her in Chicago. And you know, obviously I love Gracie too, and who we were with, we love Gracie, but it wasn't like, she was not the draw at all. So I was just like, oh, whatever. But no, Gracie Abrams brought the fucking house down, and we'll get into her performance as well, because it was excellent.
So good.
Excellent and well deserved. And I am surprised about how many people were so excited to see her, and in that event, like, they must have just severely underestimated her fans.
I think
because
so.
There wasn't enough merch.
Enough
of her merch there.
Yeah, so that was just, it was just, I've never in my life seen such a horrible setup for merch.
Awful.
And we'll get to it too, but like leaving the stadium was just so awful. So
leaving the stadium was that took years off my life. Leaving the stadium,
it took literal.
Also, too, the food lines. Like I was upstairs while she was in the merch thing. I was getting food and I got some drinks. The drinks were no problem. Food was an issue. Food line was like, again, everybody was pretty confused. Like you go into an NFL stadium expecting them to be able to deal with large crowds and a sold out stadium, and Hard Rock Stadium was absolutely not up to the task.
I guess the Dolphins haven't had a sold out
stadium
in a while, because they really did. It was awful. Shit. But we'll get to the leaving after. But but yeah, so finally I bought the small. I don't know why I bought it, because it didn't even fit me. It doesn't matter. I meet up.
It was crazy, but you had to do it.
Finally met up with Kelly on the floor with our seats, and Gracie just totally brought the house down. So many TikToks of comparisons of when she first started opening, like MetLife when she opened for us. I think maybe there was like 150 people singing.
Was she? Did she open before Phoebe? Because I saw Phoebe. Like it was Gracie first and then Phoebe. Right. Because Phoebe was which makes sense. Like in a year and a half, 2 years, whenever that was. Like a year and a half, I guess. It's her star has certainly risen. She totally. She put out her EP recently. She put out her album. Sorry. But no, didn't she have an EP before that? I thought she put out like 3 songs and then put out like a full album last week.
No, she put out Secret of Us and then Secret of Us Deluxe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So regardless, she puts out this new album literally last Friday, and you said that she had already been performing. Like, people knew all of her songs though, like the ones of her new albums. Like, that's so true.
Because
like,
it was the deluxe.
I knew that from TikTok.
Yeah.
Like,
so the Secret of Us came out in April, like kind of around when Torture Poets came out. Secret of Us came out. And I want to say maybe June. I don't remember. But then the Secret of Us Deluxe came out on Friday. And that was like 4 extra songs.
Got it.
Plus like some Vivo like live versions of songs.
Okay.
But yeah, that's so true. She's been performing at her other shows like every once in a while.
Right, okay.
And yeah, that song has also blown up on TikTok.
Because that's the song that I knew was like her new song coming out, or like the thing that everybody was excited about. Secret of Us. Oh yeah, okay. So it's a good amount of songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, she took the stage, brought the house down. Everyone was so excited. That's so true. That's my favorite. I think that's my favorite song right now. I like good. Also Us, the one featuring Taylor Swift. That's a great song too. Everybody was singing that so loud, but I think That's So True is the one that everybody was so hyped to hear. And I Love You, I'm Sorry. Yeah. Everyone loved that one too. And yeah, it was just it was an excellent start to the show. It really set the tone.
Yeah.
Gracie ended her set being like, I'm just excited to get in the audience and sing with you guys. Like, I'm a Swiftie too. I just can't wait to see Taylor perform this show. Like, it's going to be amazing, whatever, which we love that kind of energy, especially from the openers. Very thankful.
Did you see Paul came to night 3?
I saw him going to night 3. I know, which is like amazing. Do you see people being like, he started the Eras tour with one girlfriend, one opener, and ended with the other?
Yeah.
Someone said that he has had 3. Did he date someone else in between that was also an opener? I don't think so.
No.
I think I just misread the tweet.
Yeah.
But or people are misreading the tweet that I saw. But regardless, she crushed it. Great. And then, of course, we get into position for the Eras Tour itself to start.
Yeah.
We are excited for the show, knowing everything that's going to happen. We're from a new vantage point. I will say this. Apart from all the like new stuff, which we'll get into, like outfits, etc.
Yeah.
The only thing that, like, we had already seen Tortured Poets in Paris. I forgot until the show started that no one in the U.S. had seen Tortured Poets.
Yeah, I forgot that too.
So everyone was so hyped.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I kept hearing people talking about. Was like, I can't wait to see Tortured Poets. Can't wait to see Tortured Poets. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm ready to solidify it as the best set.
I agree.
I think that it is by far
the best set of the
made even
whole
better by a
Eras Tour.
special surprise that we'll get into. But so we open up the show. It's been a long time coming. We're crying. The countdown's going. She looks fabulous. Orange bodysuit.
Yeah.
Bringing the fucking house down. Orange jacket for She's the Man. I was crying like profusely during She's the Man, or during The Man. I don't know why I was crying so much during The Man. Like, it was just really hitting home. And it was just fantastic.
You could tell just from the moment she popped up that there was just energy,
a different kind of energy
in the crowd that we have not felt. Like, she looked amazing. She had this confidence. Like, literally just the whole entire time I was just looking at her like, she is the most beautiful person on planet Earth. Like, anything she does.
Yeah, she leaned over to me at one point and was like, she's just so beautiful. I was like, I know, bitch. Like, I'm mesmerized by her. Like, absolutely mesmerized.
It was just crazy how amazing she looked.
Gia, breaking news.
Ooh.
We have yet another new bestie on the pod.
Yay!
This is another exciting bestie. And first of all, we love all of our besties that come on. We love all of our besties that trust us with their products, with their stuff. And this time we have Alo Moves as a new bestie of ours, which I know that all of our fitness girlies out there know what this is already. But if you don't already, Alo Moves is, of course, an app made by the company Alo, the sportswear company, and workout gear, yoga stuff. Alo Moves is an app that you can download that has videos and workout routines that you can do in your own home. You can do with your friends. You can find studios that are doing the workouts that you'd like to do. And it's an amazing, amazing app. And obviously we've talked about it the last couple of months, specifically how I know I'm specifically trying to get a little better. Like, I feel old all of a sudden. I feel like I need to start stretching my body. I need to start working out. I need to start taking care of myself. And so I've been trying to kind of break into that. And so this, the timing of Alo Moves being a new bestie of the pod is perfect. And we're very thankful for them to come on and whip us into shape.
Yeah, totally. Especially the fact that you can take this wherever you're going. It makes like the laziness of the whole aspect and like the forcing yourself to go to the gym aspect.
Which is my number one thing.
So
I
much
never want to leave the house.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about going to the gym is actually just getting up and going there. So Alo Moves like helps that so much. And just because the lazy days of summer are gone doesn't mean that our busy schedule has slowed down. We know that we've been all over the place.
Busier than ever.
So it's hard to make it to the gym as well. And that's why we love Alo Moves so much. It's a health and wellness app. It helps keep us up with our wellness routine wherever we are. And they also have classes to fit your schedule, whether you have a full hour to work out or just 5 minutes.
When you download the app, you actually go in and you can make choices when you arrive to it. You can pick like, all right, I want to strengthen, I want to lose weight, I want to tone, I want to focus on self-care. There's like a lot of different options you can choose from, and it'll start serving you those ads or those videos within the app. And it also gives you the opportunity to say how much time you have to work out. So it's like 5 to 10 minutes, 30 to 45. Like it'll send you these videos or populate your app with these videos that fit into what it is that you're looking to do. So you really, you can go searching for whatever you want to search for, but if you are picking the things that you're looking for, it'll start serving it right to you, and it's very, very simple to use.
Yeah. And there's a lot of options too. Yogas, Pilates, strength workout. And then you can also set it from beginning to advanced. So if you feel like you're, starting up your fitness journey, you don't have to freak out about like starting a class that's maybe a little too hard. There's options for everyone. You can start a guided program or try a new type of workout or just stay on track with what you're already doing from wherever you are. So go to alomoves.com and use code TaylorWatch for an exclusive 30-day free trial. Plus, enjoy 20% off an annual membership.
Let's go.
So that's Alo Moves, ALOMOVES.com, code TaylorWatch for a 30-day free trial and 20% off an annual membership. AloMoves.com, code TaylorWatch.
Fabulous.
And then when was our first like big like whoa
new fearless dress
yes,
was exciting, and then of course and
very
I think
cute
blue,
very
cute.
And we were like ooh blue
we were like what's the blue mean girl?
There was like some debut clowning going on
definitely a lot of debut clowning and obviously some rep clowning as well but the new fearless outfit came out. We're all excited. She looks
that's
great.
my favorite part. Is fearless. The hand heart.
Heart hands was just that was another one too on the floor, having all the hands around us go up. The floor was. I have never been in a place at a concert where it was so loud, and I don't know if it was because we're on the floor, or do you notice a difference in that? Like it's louder on the floor.
I don't think so. It was unbelievably loud.
So loud. Like so, not even just like the performing obviously sounded great. The cheering was so loud that you could barely like. It was crazy. Later on when she sang Champagne Problems and did like the
I had to plug my ears.
Literally, like I almost had to plug my own. Like I was like, my eardrums are gonna pop. Like this is the loudest I've ever heard. People were thinking maybe because that stadium has a little bit of like a curvature at the top,
that
so
makes
maybe
sense.
it was just like coming back down. But like it was on another
unbelievable
level, the cheering, and I loved it. Like I was like, she deserves all this. Like it was so
there were
crazy.
certain points where I could like barely even hear her.
No, really,
because it was so loud. But I loved it. Yeah, no, it was
unbelievable.
It was epic energy just from the start. But yeah, the fearless dress was so cute.
Yeah.
And then what's after fearless? Speak now. Or
after
red?
Fearless was...
It's red, right?
I think it's red, yeah. After Fearless was red. Red was great. Seeing the 22 hat up close like that was
That was the
crazy.
first time I fully watched 22, which was cute.
Right,
but yeah, and the little girl was really cute. The little girl who got it the second night was so cute.
The one who was dancing?
Yeah,
she was
and she was wearing like the red tour outfit. So cute.
Precious.
But yeah, I thought that it was going to be Wyatt Kelsey. Because
that's
the family was there,
we didn't even mention that. When we got there, we started seeing tweets. The whole, let's see, Donna Kelsey, Jason, Kylie, Wyatt, and their other daughter, who I can't remember her name, all there. And then
what was her name?
Also, so was Ellie.
Yeah.
Yep. And also, so was
Bo Allen.
Bo Allen was there.
Yeah.
Tom Brady and his sons were
there.
Serena Williams was there.
Hoda.
Tell me a story about Hoda and Jenna.
Yeah,
and Savannah Guthrie.
Yeah, Savannah Guthrie. That was so funny. I was right before the concert started. I was walking by and I noticed Jenna Bush Hager, and I was kind of just like looking at her like, oh, there she is. And there was these two little kids like in their little section, and they were like, do you want to trade bracelets? So I was like, sure. So I started trading bracelets with these little kids, and then Hoda kind of just popped up out of nowhere.
It's the best.
And I was like, do you want to trade bracelets? And she kind of was just like, sure. And I was like, okay, Hoda, like, don't give me two.
I was like, okay.
Like, I know I'm a 25-year-old girl.
Yeah, like, whatever.
You don't want to,
come on, Hoda,
you don't want to trade
ahead.
bracelets with an adult. I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
But, I was like right in Savannah, and I like kind of whipped out my phone at the last second, just like, oop, just did a little pan.
Right.
And it was just, I didn't get any videos of the kids or anything. I was just took a little video of Savannah, and she saw me with my phone, so like it was fine.
Yeah.
And then I traded bracelets with Savannah too.
Love that.
Was
I was really
nice.
jealous of that. I was I like love those ladies. But
it was funny. But yeah, it was a star-studded crowd.
Yeah. Serena Messi, the soccer player, was there as well.
But on the later nights, Alex Earl was there.
Yep. No, she was there our night too. Alex Earl.
She was.
Alex and Braxton were there.
Oh yeah, she was. Oh yeah,
yep.
You're right.
You're
right.
Which is so exciting.
I'm trying to think about like who else was there. There were so many people. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yep. Night two, Billy Joel.
Billy Joel
was there.
Yeah.
And can I tell you, Billy Joel posted the sweetest thing. He posted. Hold on, I want to read it exactly because. Hold on, let's see. Taylor Swift Miami. No shit. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
He posted the sweetest thing that I was like, Billy Joel, what a class act. He says, celebrating someone's success does not negate your own. Our family attended the Taylor Swift concert at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where Billy Joel / Elton John's face-to-face concert previously held the seating record. Taylor's second concert at Hard Rock Miami set a new record and ushered in a new era at Hard Rock Stadium. We were so happy to be a part of this record-breaking concert. Plus, we got to celebrate with her mama. Celebrating someone's success does not negate your own. She is showing our girls that is possible. Onward and upward. And I fucking love Billy Joel for that. Love him for
beautiful.
that. Because how fun. Because it was the record that she broke was his. You know what I mean? Like his
really
and Elton
cool.
John's. I think that it's just such a, and imagine that. Taylor Swift breaks the attendance record at Hard Rock, previously held by a combo concert of Billy Joel and Elton John.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Just
unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah.
He's there, and then of course, Swiftie Dave.
Swiftie Dave,
we'll be hearing from shortly.
Yeah, we have him boots on the ground.
We had him boots on the ground, and boy, oh boy, does he have a lot to tell us and a lot to talk about.
Very
so I'm excited
exciting.
about that. We'll wait till he gets on for that. But can we talk about the pandemonium in the stadium when the new rep bodysuit was debuted?
Yes. Oh my God. It was so funny.
Screaming bloody murder.
Screaming. It was so funny because at first, when she was walking out, everyone was like, "Oh, it's the same. It's the same."
Everyone thought it was the same.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was the same.
And
We're
then the
like,
light shines on.
Yep.
It's new. It's gold.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Immediately I started clowning. Like I was like, it's happening today. Like it was so good. It was so funny. And I swear, it put a pep in her step. Reputation set better than ever.
Oh my
better
God.
Than ever.
She was controlling the rain during Reputation.
She really was.
It literally was, the rain would stop and start at the perfect moment. Mm-hmm. Her bodysuit was like glistening in the rain. Like
she was whipping her hair like in the perfect way. Like her hair was just it was awesome.
The first bodysuit looked like Shein, like cheap.
Oh, absolutely. No. The first rep bodysuit is like belongs in the garbage like, compared to this beautiful Roberto Cavalli remake.
Ooh,
like oh my fucking
God. It's like thicker and like elevated.
The snakes are like woven in. It's not just some like ironed on decal.
Yeah,
snake.
yeah. And it's like really, it's like the cobras now instead of just
shaped
like
differently. Like the snakes are like you can see they look like Karen from the original Reputation Stadium tour. That's the name of the big snake that she brought out for her tour. But
like everyone just lost. Even the girls next to us, they seemed like they were like big Swifties too, because they like could tell like the new outfits and stuff.
Yeah, they were big Swifties. Yeah, shout out to those girls.
They were really
girls
sweet.
Were really cool. Yeah,
and they were freaking out too. Everyone was just freaking the fuck out.
It was amazing.
It was just so funny because everyone was like, "Oh, like same one," and then the lights just shone.
As soon as she stepped into the light, like that was when we all walked out. You could hear the groan, and then you could hear the hold on,
yeah.
And the whole place just went.
It was crazy. It was awesome. Really,
God,
really
it was
awesome.
exciting.
Yeah, it was so exciting.
I started crying. Like it was so exciting. I cried 100 times.
I know.
Yeah,
I cried a lot too.
Just so good. Like. Just unbelievable all around. But best performance of Reputation we've seen definitely thus
by
far.
far. Look What You Made Me Do was just like so fucking good in the rain.
So good.
When she said, "Can't come to the phone." Why? Because she's dead, and the
dead.
rain just started
and then
pouring.
Exactly, harder than ever. Like
sick.
it just was, and we were all like, I was throwing my body around.
So
like,
good.
God, it was so magical. It was so magical.
Yeah.
And then something else magical that I have to cop to. During the Red era, you had waited. You went to the bathroom during We're Never Getting Back Together. I should have gone with you because I waited to go. At the beginning of All Too Well 10-minute version, I said, I know the beginning of this.
Yeah.
I'll make it back.
10 minutes. Like,
right. I was like, I'll make it back in time for the good parts, like Lost in Translation, blah, 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 whatever. I'll run up and go. Seems like everybody else had the same idea. I waited in line for almost the whole time.
Yeah,
I was
you were
devastated.
gone for the whole time.
I came back. I made it to like the very, very end. I made it in time for the fake snow.
The fake snow,
which was, if I had missed that, I think I would have lost my shit. Like I was so that was a mistake on my part. Like don't
go during
that
well,
because I think other people think like, oh, we've got 10 minutes, we'll make it back in time, and then the line was so long. And I had some. Can I say this? I had some mom behind me who I think she thought I may have been like a mom at the show, like just going to the bathroom in the middle of the show, like whatever. Because she was like, yeah, this concert, whatever. And I was like, yeah, best show ever. Like she was like, well, my daughter's really into it, whatever. I was like, oh, good for her. Like, that's great. Yeah. Like, we love Swifties, whatever. She's like, yeah, figure I might as well come here. I don't really know the songs. I don't really know what's going on. Like, she was trying to like maybe commiserate with me as if I wasn't like a fucking psycho Swiftie.
Girl, do you not see my outfit? I'm a clock.
Yeah, right. I was like, bitch, I'm a clock. And I got friendship bracelets up to my elbows. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think this is? And I just kept being like, for sure. And then at one point she was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, it's just time. I was like, well, it's quality time with your daughter. And I bet that she's so happy that you're here with her.
No, literally.
And then she kind of stopped talking about it. I was like, yeah, bitch, like, don't
why are you
bitch about this to me.
Being at
like,
the air
this
tour
is amazing.
with your daughter. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
And it was such a it's just so funny how some people cannot. Like we were enjoying ourselves so much that I can't imagine being there and not enjoying yourself.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's just it was unbelievable. So that lady aside, made it back, all fine.
Something that annoyed me during the show was during Marjorie, we had these two ladies in front of us.
Drunk women in front of us.
Two drunk.
These women are drunk.
Yeah, we could smell alcohol on their breath.
No, we could. You're embarrassing yourself. Yeah, like they were older than me. They were like 40s.
During Marjorie, a song about Taylor's dead grandmother, like a very touching song, always makes you cry. These women are like, does anyone know this song?
Everyone's holding up their cameras, by the way.
Do you know this song? Do you know this song? I don't know this song. What is this song? Shut up!
They started looking around, and obviously everybody had their phones up with their lights or whatever, and they were like, oh, well, clearly everyone seems to know this one. It was like, bitch, excuse me? This is Marjorie. Yeah, like, put some respect on this performance right now. Like, what
It's obviously like a sad song. Like, just shut up and listen.
Drunk.
They were drunk. But
and they didn't stay in their seats like any of the time. Like, where were they? Like, they kept leaving for their seats and like running after friends and then coming back and like causing problems and being like, does anybody know these songs? They did the same thing during Surprise Songs, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
yeah, that annoyed me. But
Red Bodysuit was insane. I will say this. Enchanted was great as always. She had
nine dresses for one song.
She had a new dress. Yeah, that's crazy. She had a new dress on Saturday, right?
Yeah,
for Enchanted,
blue.
but not for us.
Yeah, we had the like champagne swirl one, kind of, which was very beautiful. Yeah,
stunning.
But
sparkled like nobody's business.
Very
Gorgeous.
funny how she has so many different dresses for that one song, but hey, I get it. It's like if you have the opportunity to dance in a beautiful ball gown, like you might as well.
And it's a huge moment. Like it's a huge moment in the show, like the performance of it all, and it's the only Speak Now song.
Yeah,
so it's like
crazy.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
So love that. Then
I don't know if
Evermore.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've been waiting to say this.
Oh.
During the Folklore Evermore set.
Yeah.
It had been raining like on and off.
Yeah.
And it was like a light drizzle at this point. Still, though, the stage was pretty wet. And, it was fine. Nobody like...
It was like a full puddle on the stage.
Yeah, it was like a full puddle on the stage. But it was so fucking cool, Gia.
Yeah.
Because by the time she came down to our end where we were sitting, she was performing Illicit Affairs. And she...
My Tears Ricochet.
Oh, no.
When she comes down to the end,
my tears go for blood. You would still miss me.
My tears
bones.
ricochet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right, but the Illicit Affairs as well in the beginning. Sorry, Illicit Affairs. She started like she was like on the ground and like doing the whole thing. And then which was crazy. But then when she came to do My Tears Ricochet towards the end of the stage, she whips her outfit around in time. From my heart, go for blood, miss me in your bones. And then the way she whipped it around to go walk back towards the other part of the stage, it showered the audience in the water from the stage. And I've never seen something look so cool.
It was crazy.
Like, it was so... It was
even
cinema.
during, like, Midnights, too. Like... The dancer's hair was like whipping the water around, and with the Folkmore dress, it was perfect because like those long sleeves, so like it kept picking up the water. And
it was amazing. And then also too the other the dancers who were wearing their all black, like that looks like the high neck Fortnite dress now. What's going on out there?
I don't know, craziness.
That also, they were like, the way they were whipping around, like water was going with them, but her spraying that like front row with her dress
was really
was
cool.
like, I would have paid $1 billion to get sprayed by that water. Like, it was so awesome to watch. And I have yet to see a video that's really captured it as it was in person, because it was, oh my God, it was another level. I've never seen anything like it. And again,
very cinematic.
Extremely. So, and we'd never been to a rain show, so I didn't expect things like that. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about those aspects of the show. Oh my fucking God. Like, just truly, truly amazing. At the beginning of the Torture Poets section, a slight malfunction.
Oh yeah,
with her zipper and her mic pack or something.
I recorded the whole thing and I was like, something's wrong. I could tell right from the beginning.
You could tell right away. I stopped recording because I was like, I don't want to record her at this moment when something's wrong. I was like, that's the level I was at the concert. Like, so I missed the whole big like
respecting her,
scream about daddy. Because I was like, I can't record Taylor at this moment. Like, other people have it. So weird by me. But
yeah, it seemed like something was wrong with her mic pack or something.
It was something wrong with her mic pack, and then at the end she couldn't get her zipper all the way up. Like, Natalie stepped in, our girl Natalie Peterson stepped in to help her with the mic pack, and then she went to go zipper it all the way up, got stuck, and then Cam came in, got the extra extra zip, and then she went, thanks guys, and then ran on, and it was all fantastic. But like, just another level of
the
performing.
Tortured Poets set is by far the best one.
It really is.
And I think I've said this before, but like seeing there, so before it was added, like you don't even realize that it's missing that set until you go and see it, and you're like, wow, like,
you're like, holy fuck.
I can't believe that this didn't have it before. It just adds it's so it tells a story throughout the whole thing. It has such fun elements, fun dances. She picks the best songs for it. Like it was really, really, really necessary for like keeping the energy alive.
Absolutely.
In a way.
Well, right. It changes the atmosphere. Like it's just another massive heavy hitter set.
Yeah.
And I think too, something that we were lucky enough to see that we hadn't seen before was Florence.
Yeah.
Taylor bringing out Florence for the performance of Florida. It changed the energy of the whole stadium.
Totally.
Like, you thought the stadium was up here. When Florence Welch came out of the floor, like I thought, I almost fainted. Like, I almost fainted like 10 times. Like and I was drinking water. We weren't drinking alcohol. Like it was we were eating like whatever. It just the euphoria and that feeling and being on the floor and singing along with these songs from Tortured Poets and seeing Florence come out and them running down the stage together and just the green and the oh my god,
so cool.
Like,
yeah,
it was
just so cool. And they have such, like, they literally look like two witches up there.
They really do.
It's just so cool and spooky, and
it's like they have an inside joke and we're on the outside. Yeah, totally. Like, in a good way. But like we kind of are in on it too. Like we get it. Like they're just it's amazing. It's amazing. And it makes me love the song even more. Like we've always liked that song. Like from first listen even. We liked that song. And it just makes it all the better.
Yeah.
So any chance you have to like watch the videos of Florence's performance or like, obviously go before the tour ends.
I wonder if she will stay for the rest.
I don't know if she'll stay.
Yeah.
I bet she probably was only in Florida.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd be cool if she brought out Florence the rest of the shows.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But I think like it's just it was such an exciting thing, and we were really lucky to see it. And
we lost our minds when she came out. Like, and there's a funny video of someone from up top. Yeah. And like the stage lowers a little bit. Yeah. And the person's like, why is the stage lower? Why is the stage lower?
Yeah. Who's coming out?
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling that she would come out.
I did too, because it's like,
but I didn't want to get like my hopes up, but like I was like, I mean, it just makes sense.
Her coming out at the last night in London, I worried that would be the only one, but when they had they changed the choreography for it, they like inserted it into the show. I was like, I mean, it'd be crazy for her to not at least do it in Florida. Yeah, you know what I mean. So we'll see if she keeps going.
Sorry. The dancers all had so many new outfits.
All the dancers had new outfits.
And there was new choreography. Like, I can't tell what was really new or not, just because, like, I don't remember, like, what the dances are specifically. But, like, there were times where I was like, I feel like this choreography is new.
It was freshened up, for sure. I think it was freshened up or just switched up a little bit. Like, things have definitely changed a ton since the beginning of the Eras tour. So, like, it's hard to pinpoint everything that's changed. But it was really exciting to see. Yeah, all them in new outfits and stuff. Yeah. And wait, we collectively, as a Swiftie society, need to realize that every time Jan, previously we were calling him Jan, it's not Jan, it's Jan, is not Post Malone. Yeah. So every time it's like Fortnite is about to start, people freak out, including at this show. People went apeshit, and to the point where we were like, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Almost the same level of cheering as the new Rep bodysuit.
And the girls next to us, they're like, it's just Jan.
Like, it's just Jan. It's not Post Malone. And so everybody, like, people are always thinking, so obviously the memes on Twitter are going crazy.
Yeah,
it's like,
this is Jan.
Loving Post Malone.
This is Post Malone.
Yeah. So happy to see Post Malone last night. It's a picture of Jan. So funny.
Yeah,
so
I wonder
good.
if Jan, like, gets annoyed. He's like, God damn it, they think I'm Post Malone again.
I know. Or like rolls his eyes. But he's doubling down extra sexy dances during Midnight Rain. That man, okay.
He was looking good. Also, it's funny how, like, we can't tell the difference of the choreography and stuff, but we can tell the difference between the sequin midnight shirt and the sparkle midnight shirt.
Exactly.
Because they are very different.
They're very different. They're both lilac, but they're very different.
Yeah. I was like, that like looks different.
That's just us being Devil Wears Prada. It's hard because they're so different. Like that's literally us.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny though because
I feel like I want to make that meme. That girl sitting there, it's holding up the two. Karma shirts. I would love to do that.
That's funny.
We should do that. I'm so bad at making memes, but
I can try to Photoshop it. But
so funny. Yeah. Wait. Okay. So let's break down all the outfits that all the new outfits from the
because
whole
there's a bunch of new surprise song outfits.
True. Oh yeah. We
there's
didn't even get to
3
surprise
new
songs.
ones. Oh yeah. We haven't even talked about surprise songs yet.
Oh no.
We still have 20 minutes.
He's not right. He's not in yet, is he?
No.
I just wanted to get this like set up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
When he pops in.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's talk about surprise songs, and then we can break down each outfit from each surprise song.
Perfect.
So, night 1 was our night, obviously.
Night 1 was our night. Started out, let's see, we have obviously guitar and piano. She did a mashup for both. Guitar was a Tim McGraw Timeless mashup. We're fine with that.
Yeah.
I was actually very excited to hear Tim McGraw. I loved it. I thought it was really
I would have just
sweet.
preferred Tim McGraw.
Me too,
honestly.
I think. Me too.
I do not like Timeless. And
you know how we feel about the
obviously
Speak
I'll
Now
sing
tracks.
it, and like I'm so appreciative of Speak Now, and I love Taylor, of course. I'll take whatever song, but Timeless is just like not it for me at all.
Yeah, it's just not my favorite song.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wasn't too hyped,
So I was
but
like,
I was like very emotional hearing Tim McGraw because that got me like in my nostalgia feels.
Well,
like,
I was
like, I
nervous
can't believe we're on the floor.
That when she did Tim McGraw, I was like, oh shit, like she's about to do a whole debut.
Yeah.
Surprise song thing, and then announced debut
then
Taylor's
announced
version,
debut.
which would have been fine, obviously. But I was like, oh shit, like
but it
would
have been funny. Well,
but then she mashed up.
We
Timeless.
said at the beginning, or I said at the beginning, I forget if I said it to you or Olivia. I was like, I deserve it being the debut announcement for how hard I've clowned about Reputation. That would be just well deserved. Like, no, bitch, you get debut. But so that was fabulous, and Tim McGraw was just like, that's a song that will always make me feel nostalgic. Like, it's just a sweet thing, and everyone was so excited to hear it. Like, people didn't really know about Timeless though. Like, you could tell the Tim McGraw parts of the song had a bigger swell of singing than the Timeless parts. And then we go into piano and to a mashup, an unexpected mashup,
so unexpected,
that I think changed the chemical makeup for the both of us.
Literally.
It was a Daylight, This Is Me Trying mashup.
I was sobbing during it.
Gia was really in her feels on this one too. I was too, but this was your moment. Like, loved this.
Oh God, I loved it. Yeah. Like, and like the ending where she was like, "This is me trying to let it go."
No, it was
like,
so good.
Come on,
it was so
good. It just
not a dry eye in the house.
Yeah, no, not at all. And just really saved the moment a little bit for me, just because I was like, oh, like I don't like Timeless. This Is Me Trying is like one of my favorite folklore songs, and Daylight is by far one of my favorite lover songs.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was such a good combo, and the dress that she wore was like this sherbet moment.
A new pink and blue.
Pink and blue.
Did you
wrap.
see the funny animation? Do you follow that guy on Twitter named Alex something who makes like cute animations of Taylor? It's like a weird like anime thing, I think, but it's still really cute. But he drew it up where it's like, now it's pink, now it's blue, like in Sleeping Beauty when they're making the cake, and then they hit the cake at the same time, and it's like pink and blue like mashed up like that. That's what that dress looks like.
It was cute.
It was cute. It was, the surprise song dresses are like whatever to me.
Yeah.
I think the that combo, and then she had other surprise song dresses throughout the weekend. She had another like deep purple one that I thought was fucking beautiful.
I love that one.
That one I love.
Yeah.
So
I don't love the like ombre color combos.
Yeah, I never really have.
I think she did what, pink and yellow on
that
night
was
3.
That was
like
they
were calling it Sunrise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something though to note is that when she got up on stage with her new dress, she was like, like showing it off a little bit, and then she was like, I love that you guys notice this stuff. Like, I think it's fun. Like, I'm here in my new dress. Yeah. And like, so we just like, she knows
of course we
that
notice
we
it.
notice all of her new stuff and like love all the new outfits. I would say as like a Swiftie community, just as excited about her new outfits as we are about like the surprise songs or her new little moves in the set, or like, it just all feels like a fun thing that we're a part of, you know? And to be there, be like, oh my God, I was there when she, I was there when she debuted the new Rep bodysuit.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's
we'll
fucking
be able
amazing.
to tell everyone that, and everyone's gonna be
incredible.
jealous. Yeah.
Nobody that doesn't know doesn't care, but like everyone who does cares a lot and understands what a big deal it is.
No, literally.
And it's so exciting and so fun. And
then she punched us in the gut.
With
night 2 surprise songs. She kicked us in the face and said, fuck you, when she should have said no, mashed up with I Did Something Bad,
which
on
is
guitar.
tough. On record, some of our favorite songs of all time. Yeah. Like, and then the
White
piano.
Horse and Love, LOML, Lost in My Life.
Just a real like haha in your face, ladies. I'm gonna give you Timeless. I'm gonna give you Timeless, and I'm gonna sing all your favorite songs on night 2. Thankfully,
when I saw the first tweet, oh, she's doing LMAO, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then I saw the second tweet, mashed up with White Horse. I'm gonna kill myself.
I say it's tough. It's a really tough.
And what if I kill myself?
Yes, and what are you gonna do about it? That is a tough
follow-up act.
Because again, like,
and the fact that we could have been there.
I know,
but it's fine.
I know,
it's really fine. Like,
but you know what?
We're just saying this like to be funny.
We're just being
it's
silly.
really not the end of the world.
No, of course not. I think that we, also having the surprise songs sung, like, it felt like she was singing into our soul during because we were looking at the piano.
Yeah,
like,
we were right there.
We were right fucking there when she was singing the Daylight, This Is Me Trying mashup. Like, it was so so
it was
good.
perfect.
Like just really, really perfect. What's Spy Songs Night 3?
Night 3 is Out of the Woods,
Right.
mashed up with All You Had to Do Was Stay.
Right,
It's
on
a little
guitar.
1989 moment. And then on the piano was Mirror Ball and Guilty as Sin.
Someone said,
which is a very random.
What are you, bitch? Horny or sad? About that combo. And I
funny.
said, agreed. Like, because Mirror Ball is a sad song. Guilty as Sin is a sexy song. So it's like, what are your conflicting feelings here?
Like
or is
sad,
she just doing
sad
like,
and horny?
Right. But we love being sad and
something
horny.
to point out about the surprise songs from our night that people were pointing out. Tim McGraw is album 1.
Yes.
Speak Now is album 3 for Timeless. This Is Me Trying is
Folklore.
album 8. And Lover is album 7. With Daylight, 1387.
1387.
So people are like, ooh.
Missing Travi. And also singing those songs in front of his whole family and friends and everybody in the building. Really sweet.
Very cute.
Did you see that Ross went to night 2?
I did see that.
There are rumors that Ross is dating one of the dancers. I wonder if that is true or not, because I've seen the whispers happening online, and it would make sense for him to be there alone.
Yeah.
If he's like seeing
it
someone
is
kind
of crazy to go alone. Like, but I mean, like, I'm
he's
sure
a fan.
Yeah.
But you know, I think he has ulterior motives for going as much as he does.
I love that.
And I would love to hear
that.
I don't know who. I don't know who or anything about it. I just, there are whispers, but I don't want to.
Right.
I don't know who
spread any
it is.
rumors.
Yeah. But people are saying that.
Ooh,
people online say that.
well, whoever it is, lucky girl and lucky guy, because all those girls are so cute.
They're so fabulous. They all work so hard. Like the dancers. Oh my God, they put on a fucking show, man.
Well, I feel like there's something about the surprise songs that we forgot. Oh no, we mentioned Night 3's dress too. It was like a pink and yellow.
Yes, the
vibe.
pink and yellow, which is really cute,
like a sunrise vibe.
People are, again, not to clown, but I am the resident clown. People are putting a lot of things together with like the colors, saying like the colors of right before Reputation was dropped the first time. Like she was showing orange all the time. She was showing pink all the time. She was showing yellow. Like she was showing these like
bright
sherbet
colors,
sunset colors, which I don't remember in real time. So I like people are going deep back into her like Instagram archives, and I don't know where they're getting this information, but I've
just fully given up at this point with any of the theories. Like obviously I'll still like follow them and like keep an eye out for stuff, but like I can't succumb to the wildness of these theories anymore.
Well, they're just they're like
when
never
the red
ending.
bodysuit was displayed. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna rep.
No, really, like that felt like
that
felt like it. I think I screamed in your face like, I'm allowed to clown right now. Like I was like screaming about it. Like I went feral. Like I couldn't believe it.
But I think it was after the first surprise song. I was like, there's no way.
When I heard Tim McGraw, although when I heard Tim McGraw, I did again start thinking like it's gonna be a debut. Like she's
a lot of people were
clowning
Night 2 with like debutation. Yeah, with the debut and Reputation mashup. Everyone was like, "Are you serious?" Like she sees our clowning for sure.
She sees our shit, and I like that she's trolling now. Like I think it's funny. I think it's cool. The bodysuit tells me that it's on the horizon. Also, something to note that during the 22 performance, she held up 55, which it's 55 days until December 13th.
Yeah,
her birthday.
I've seen. Has she done that before though?
Yeah, but then again, like all of the things that happen, she ends up like, something crazy happens. So I do feel strongly about like there have been plans in place that have had to be changed for external reasons. You know what I mean? Like I think that has happened before. Who knows if it's true? But holding at 55 days away from your birthday is kind of like, okay, girl. And it's also the only other Friday the 13th in this entire year. And she skipped the first one. So I kind of am like, maybe it just bloop, 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 just pop it on there. It's a little pop, pop.
There's got to be one of us.
It's going to be one of us.
Someone has to clown out of
someone
the two of us.
Clown.
And I'm glad it's you and it's not me.
I'm always happy to clown. I'm always
perfect.
down to clown. I also think too, the rep bodysuit coming out while we were there was like enough of a nugget for me to like feel good.
Yeah,
like, I was
totally.
Like, okay, this is a cool. Like this is amazing. I get to be there for that. Like that's funny because that's just been an ongoing joke for so long. That it was cool to be there for that. If we had missed, like if we weren't there for night 1 and we missed that pop. And I saw it online, I think I would have cried. Like that would have been like, oh my God, I can't believe.
Annoyed. Like fuck, I can't
I would have been so
that.
anxious, like throughout the rest of the show, being like, she's gonna announce it right now, and we're not there. But just so fun, top to bottom. The midnight section was just equally fabulous.
Yeah.
Perfect, so good.
Love.
I feel sad for the midnight section because I feel like a lot of people try to beat the traffic during it, and they shouldn't, because it's just the best. It's so good. Like,
I
it's
love
so
Midnight
fun,
Rain,
so good.
Mastermind, Bejeweled, Antihero, all bangers, so fun. I loved. We even said this before we walked into the stadium. We were like, we hope we get the new cute Midnight's bodysuit, the one that she like wore in London, the really intricate one with the star and the moon. And she did wear that one.
And we did get it.
Which was awesome. It was beautiful. That's my favorite outfit, I think. Like,
shining
by
like
far.
the top of the Chrysler Building.
So beautiful.
Beautiful.
During vigilante shit, like, she was just
sexy.
So hot.
Yeah,
like,
with the rain everywhere too. Like, it was another level.
God.
Everything about it was another level.
So beautiful. And then Karma to cap it off, and just bawling our eyes out,
crying
and
so
hugging
much.
And just being like, I can't believe that we just experienced that. And it was just such a great ending to a phenomenal show. Like, you could feel, like, I was just like, oh, I don't want it to end. Like,
I know.
You know, it went by so fast. And
it truly was just something to behold. And I think, you know, because we have been to a couple of the other concerts, like, you know, you go into it being like, I've enjoyed myself so much at these other shows. Which one is the best one?
Yeah.
You know, how many times can you go without it being like, all right, I've seen this or whatever. Does it ever get old? Blah, blah, blah. I think it's only gotten better. Like,
it's only gotten better. Seriously.
It was unreal. And then again, like, our new vantage point from the floor, like, we were so lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And again, Game Time, that was just all thanks to Game Time.
And then
like,
the whole thing was,
I can't thank them enough.
The whole thing was ruined by by trying to leave.
The whole thing was ruined by trying to leave, and it's like the leaving was just
a nightmare,
an absolute atrocity.
And the thing that topped it off for me, at least, was that the workers didn't even know where to go either.
No one knew what was going on.
We were crossing the street. Kelly asked one worker which way the Uber lot is. I asked one worker which way the Uber lot is. My worker said right. Her worker said left.
They pointed us literally in different directions.
We're like,
so
what?
where are we supposed to go?
Yeah.
We walked, I would say in total, like 500 miles.
Yeah.
Like, no exaggeration, 500 miles. No bullshit?
No
at
bullshit?
Least 3.
Three.
At least 3. Like, that is not a joke
I
at all.
was like very much on the verge of tears when we were walking down that really long road.
Yeah,
I was just like, where
I was
is
so
this
anxious.
car?
I felt so bad.
Where is this car?
We walked to the end of the earth, like, to get out of the stadium, to the quote unquote Uber lot, which was just like
a dirt road, literally 10
filled with
miles
mud, by
down,
the way, covered in mud because it had been raining the whole time. Every Swiftie is walking on the highway, like, and that made me so nervous. Like, it's right next to this big interstate, and
there's
there were so
nothing
many cars,
around.
nothing around. All these cars were there, like stoplights and whatever, and just like so many people. I was like, someone's gonna get hit by a fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, it made me so nervous. We're walking across the street multiple times. We go to this like dirt road lot, and the Uber driver is like, we're not gonna come. I'm not gonna come there. It's gonna take me too long to get there with this traffic. It's not moving. Come meet me over in this other spot. And the spot that we were meeting him in was essentially where we had started. So we had to then turn around, do like a big loop around to where that was, and it was demoralizing. Like, by the time we got there, it was like, what the literal fuck is going on right now?
It really,
the guy, thankfully, our Uber driver was so nice.
Was a saint.
But then we get in the car on the way home, and they closed 95. I went looking for news reports the next day because I was like, I can't fucking believe this. They closed it because of like traffic flow. So they were closing off off exits so people couldn't get off, and they were just, everyone was stuck from the Eras tour on this exact thing. It took us 2.5 hours to get home.
And then by the time we got home, we were just like, I'm going to kill myself.
15 minutes away from the venue. So it wasn't even like, it was just, I've never seen something mishandled in a way like this before.
It was awful.
It was truly, truly atrocious by Hard Rock. But, you know, again, like, we don't know if they just don't know about a full stadium, a sold out stadium, or what.
Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. But that took any bit of energy or life that I had left in me, just sucked it out of me. Like, I just was like such a dead body by the end of it. And then, I was actually a dead body because I slept from 3 a.m. until 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, after the concert, first of all, the concert was fantastic. Everything was great. After the concert, we get home. By the time we're home, we get a little McDonald's. It's 3 a.m. We're finally all going to sleep. I slept until 12:30, which is out of pocket for me.
Yeah.
Usually my anxiety wakes me up earlier than that. I also needed to be up a little bit early because I was trying to figure out if I was going to fly home. For other reasons. And we had talked about it the night before, but, whatever. Wake up at 12:30. I'm panicking now because the only flight I could have taken was 12:50. So I'm like, I got to wrap my shit up quick and get out the door to get to the airport in time, whatever. Gia's sleeping. I'm texting her, telling her what's going on. So when she wakes up, she'll see it. Assuming she'll probably wake up like the minute I leave.
Yeah.
And I leave at 1:15. On my way out, I open the door to be like, Gia, and I said your name 3 times. You didn't even flinch. And I was like, that girl's dead. And so I had to leave. And then I'm texting. I'm like, don't freak out when I wake up. But I had to leave. Blah, blah, blah. Then I'm on the plane and I start getting texts from your brother being like, hey, have you talked to Gia? I was like, actually, no. Like I was like, she was asleep. She's in the house. Yeah. And we weren't drinking last night. So it's not like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But no, she's dead. So I'm not sure. I was like, I'll ask the other girls in the house to like check on her or whatever.
Yeah, Sam had to come check me. She was like, I saw your foot move. So I knew you were.
Yeah. That's what Olivia said. She was like, Sam said she saw her foot move. And I was like, oh my God. And then, you resurfaced around 4 p.m.
4 p.m. on the dot. I woke up because TJ called me. Yeah. And I was like, hello. And he was like, oh my God. Like, are you okay? Like, he was freaking out too. Yeah. And I looked at my phone and I just started crying because I was so scared.
Oh, wait. Ooh, Gia. Another bestie, and only but a goodie.
Ooh,
our
besties,
our fave forever and always. Bull and Branch. Bull and Branch is always here with us, and they were like, I feel like Bull and Branch is one of our first, our best, our most exciting. Like they support the shit out of us. You know what I mean? And so we support the shit out of them. We love Bull and Branch so much. Of course, you guys know all about their comfy sheets, soft, get softer with every single wash. Gia's got the comforter. I've got the waffle blanket. We've both got the sheets. We live in Bull and Branch. Literally.
Well, as I said in the pod, I did sleep from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So I got 13 hours of sleep, and I took a flight home back to New
13?
York. Oh, 13? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Took a flight back to New York, and I was thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to go to sleep? Like, I just got so much sleep. I can't even imagine the fact of me even being able to close my eyes. Mm-hmm. Got into my bed, got into my Bull and Branch sheets with my comforter with the AC on. Oh, I was out like a light.
Obviously.
It was like I didn't even get that sleep. Like, it was so comfortable and so nice that it just put me right to rest. And it was so lovely. Of course, I had a great sleep. Woke up feeling super refreshed. Bull and Branch's signature sheets are made with the finest 100% organic cotton and get softer with every wash. These sheets will immediately change your sleep and bring you the dreamiest bedding experience. I have the knit blanket. You have the waffle.
I've got the
blanket.
waffle, which I love. I've been using it on my couch because I have 2 blankets. I have one that's like a little bit smaller and like not quite as warm, but it was more for like summer months. And now I have my waffle blanket, and it's just I took the best nap of my life yesterday on Sunday, Sunday with the waffle blanket. Oh my God.
Yeah, just like everything that we've tried, we have seriously loved. So we want you guys to have the same experience that we're having every single night with these great sheets and everything else from Bull and Branch. So it's the perfect time to give you and your loved ones a better night's sleep with 20% off, especially with its upcoming holiday season, plus free shipping on your first set of sheets. Just use promo code TaylorWatch at bullandbranch.com. That's Bull and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com. Promo code TaylorWatch. Limited time only. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
Woohoo.
Ooh, look at all your bracelets.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. You look great.
I had too many bracelets. Like, I was cutting the circulation, and very cute bracelets. Like,
I'm sure
people were bringing, it's amazing how quickly they do it. Like the custom, like Peaches and Pete and all that stuff.
We were making bracelets, 2 hours before we got to the show. So people are making it all the way up until start time, which is fantastic. But Dave, welcome back on the show. We're very happy to be talking to you right now. What a weekend for you. We recapped our whole show, our whole experience just now, and it was unbelievable. Shout out to Game Time for us. Like, it was incredible. You had some of the most exciting things happening to you, to the point that I could cry on your behalf.
Yeah, seriously.
Please start by telling us what happened with securing your tickets, and then who greeted you when you got to the stadium.
Okay, so there was a little back and forth. So they reached out, or Jordan, our PR, reached out, and they're like, I think you're in for tickets for Taylor, which I was super psyched about. I didn't really know what that meant. Was that like VIP tent? I didn't even know if they had the VIP tent there in Miami, because I was seeing the night before I saw, I'll back up. Before that, but I hadn't heard back. So they said they're going to get tickets, and I'm like, should I buy them? Should I wait? I think I told you that. Kelly's like, I don't know what night, because we're waiting to hear back. it was getting closer to the show. I talked about BFFs. It's like, well, we haven't heard back. I kind of been ghosted. So, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I should buy tickets, not buy tickets. Once that clip came out, that definitely, I think maybe someone saw it, whatever. And they reached out. They're like, yep, he's set. What night? I originally said Friday. And then it turned out I had to go to Indiana for our football show. I felt like a dickhead because I'm like, oh my God, I've done this. And now the one time they're like, you have it. We had to reach out, be like, can we switch it to Saturday?
Yeah.
And they said yes. So I still didn't know. They're like, you'll get information basically the day before the show. I just got a parking pass. But it did look, so when I went to Zach Bryan through Bree, it looked similar, like in the back where the trucks are. That's where the parking pass is. I got a text from Tree the day before being like, hey, it's Tree. Here's my number. Text me when you're like 10 minutes out and we'll go. So we drive in and it's people and crew. They don't really act like they recognize me necessarily when we are driving in, but you park there. But it's pretty obvious we're going in a very unusual way into the stadium. Like there's nobody else there. We're all the way in the back. We get out, they bracelet us. The guy's like, no pictures when you walk into the back of the stadium. And it's kind of a guy I don't know. And he's not saying much. We're walking in to the stadium. And then Tree comes out and she's like, she's like, hey, Dave, Tree.
So you met Tree. You met Tree face to face. Oh my God.
Yeah, and Tree's like, I'll take them in myself.
Oh, and then, you get the Tree escort.
Wow.
So
okay.
Tree took us into the VIP. Super nice. Couple like joking. She's like, you didn't have to blow me up, you know, on BFF. So she saw it, but she was super nice. It's like, you know, I didn't know like whether, and so we just kind of joked, a very kind of like, I guess, Dave thing. It's like, 1 second, I didn't feel like I attacked her, but she knew about it, had a good like sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
Took us into the VIP tent area, and she's like, whatever you need, this is how it is. There's drinks, there's, you know, whatever you need, bathroom, you need it, it's here. The only other person at the time in the VIP was George Stephanopoulos, of all people. So, do you know who he is?
Love
He's
it,
like a very big political guy.
Yeah.
I think he
which is kind of crazy.
Like Obama administration.
I think so.
Point,
Yeah.
Not mistaken. Yeah. So said hello to them. And then just kind of saying, we were pretty early. They were like, get there by 6:15. We didn't know traffic. We were there maybe 5:30.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I think Gracie went on at 6:15.
Yeah.
Or
6:45.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't remember.
She did go early on. Somebody said that the whole thing was shifted up a little bit earlier on your night. Like our night, Gracie started at 7. Taylor started like 8:15. But I heard that
Taylor was 7:45.
Oh, then
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were hanging there waiting. This is before the concert, and Austin Swift came up behind me, and I'm not sure I would have 100% recognized, tapped me.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, Dave, it's Austin, Taylor's brother. Like, super glad you're here. Taylor wanted me to give you this. And that was like
I would pass
the letter, which I have. Like, people think I gave it away. So
wait, Dave, I was so confused because in your video with Kevin's daughter, you were I put the letter in the bag.
I took a picture of the letter and wrote a note.
Okay.
I
was like, did he give away the letter? No way.
No. So I thought this was the coolest thing, the little stamp.
Oh, the stamp is so
amazing.
The 13.
I think just her writing your name with the exclamation point, the little star,
and the little star
is so cute.
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Also, too, like, so we've seen her give notes like that. She rarely gives those notes out. Like, it's her people is who she gives it to, you know? But they'll come up every once in a while, and it's always that. Like, that's her stationery, and that's what she does with her, like, wax seal. So that's just it's such a big deal that she made one for you. It's amazing.
I was stunned. And like, I was just stunned.
Of course.
Before I even opened it, I couldn't, like, I was just kind of stunned. So she did that, open it. I've obviously read the note. It's super sweet.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was almost like going in, I'm like, maybe there's a 3% chance I meet Taylor. And then by the time I was going, I thought it was 0.001, just because I've heard a lot, like on show night, she just doesn't, which I get.
No, she really doesn't. Yeah.
Like, what if I had a cold?
Although, for real. Although, Dave, I will say,
anybody.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no,
I did see a pic of her and Billy Joel, who I know is next to you. But
Joel.
I think there's a reason for that, though,
deserved.
because Billy Joel was there with his family and his daughters to celebrate the fact that Taylor broke the attendance record for Hard Rock the first time since Billy Joel and Elton John did their concert there together. So he was like, we're trying to show everybody here that we celebrate these kind of wins, and that's a message to my daughters and to everybody out there and whatever, which we love. So I think that may be why Billy got the photo.
I didn't know that. But
he's the only guy, though. He's the only guy I've seen take a picture with her at those shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's Billy Joel.
It's Billy
He's
Joel.
Billy Joel.
Yeah.
It's
Billy
It's
Joel.
funny because Billy, so we were in there before he was. He sat, I believe, with someone else. I didn't recognize him at first. I feel like he lost weight, maybe.
I think he has. The picture of him, he looks,
maybe
he looks
on his own picture.
Trim. Yeah.
Yeah, so I recognized him later. I was like, holy shit, that's Billy Joel. I actually cracked a joke that didn't really work with him, I think. I was like, hey, I didn't recognize you at first. Big fan. I want hate for like a scenes from the Italian restaurant like tonight mixed in. And he was like, okay. So that was the only thing I really said to him.
He's like, please, I'm enjoying the show.
I saw that you were standing like right next to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes.
Did you say?
She was in there super nice.
Yeah,
we talked for a bit.
She was
so cool.
She was dancing really hard.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah,
I love her for that. Also, going back to not recognizing Austin Swift keeps things really like low key. Like he really doesn't pop up that much, but lately he has been, because he's been going to the games a lot with Taylor, because he's a football guy, I guess.
Yep.
So like her dad will go and Austin will go, and it's a good time. He went to like a game with the Christmas game last year, right?
Yeah.
Her whole family went. And but we're major Austin stans on this podcast. We love him. He does a lot with her placing her music in like TV shows and movies and stuff. Like that's kind of his side of things. And it's just so exciting. It's awesome. I can't believe it.
What was your favorite part of or favorite era, I guess, from the show?
Well, I've already seen the show, so I mean, I like the new stuff, but I still.
Oh yeah,
that's right. What did you think of Torture Poets for the first time?
I loved Afraid of Little Old Me. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I thought that was awesome. There's a couple things too. So all right, I'm still not even. That was interaction one.
Okay,
Where then like 3/4 into the show, and Austin comes back out and tapped me on the shoulder again, and he's like, my mother really wants to meet you. All right, like
unreal.
Will you go like say hello to her? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Of
course.
So
oh my God.
I go over and I'm like, hi, I'm Dave. And she's like, no, hug. And I mean, it was like a long, real hug.
Oh my
like,
God.
And I don't want, it was like, I couldn't tell if she was getting emotional for a second, but she's like, thank you so much, like, for the support. I feel like you understand the nuances of what she's dealt with.
Yeah, totally.
And like we followed, and I'm like, yeah, people have said stuff about me, her, whatever. And we talked for like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. She was super just nice, appreciative. And then I went back, and it was crazy.
That's
like,
so crazy.
Yeah.
The depth of kind of what she seemed to know of myself and what we've done. So again, just super nice, super appreciative. And then we watched the end of the show. There's a couple of things going on. I've seen a couple of clips. So there is a clip of me hugging her. It's actually the second hug.
Oh my God.
Double hug.
Oh my God.
The first hug is the one I just described.
Yeah.
Yes.
The second one, we were like getting ready to go and gave her a hug goodbye. I'm not a hugger. I would never initiate a hug unless like a hug hadn't taken place. And people like, that's not really how I would describe the hug. That was the second hug.
Right.
There's also a clip being like, Dave left early. He's not a fan. For whatever reason, they came up to us and they're like, if you don't leave after this precise song, you're trapped. Like you can't get out.
Well, we were just bitching about Hard Rock Stadium as a whole. Their exit plan, just they gotta burn it all down and start again. It was
they
insane.
told us it's like we shut down this whole area.
Yeah.
If you want to like get home within like 5 hours, this is a song you have to leave on. So we're like, all right, fine, we'll leave. It was after the acoustic, the surprise song.
Yeah,
they said that. So that was that.
And you've seen the show before, so you've seen the end.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, right, correct.
Yeah.
So I saw it tortured. I mean, the whole show, obviously it's very similar except for the new stuff. I was hoping, so I didn't realize, I was like, what if she does Thank You, Amy? I'm going to take credit for that, being that I'm like there and she knew it. Still good surprise songs, but I was hoping for that.
It's funny because I feel like you would have liked our surprise songs more because we got Timeless and Tim McGraw, and you love Timeless, right?
Yeah.
And we love White Horse. And
we saw your surprise songs, and we were like devastated. We were like, oh my fucking god,
I would have killed. I was like, I doubt they'll do that again, but I would have loved to have seen that again. I love Timeless. I like McGraw too.
Yeah.
It was really good. What did you think of Florida with Florence Welch? The green where she comes out. When that album came out, remember I texted you being like, I think you'll like this, but you don't love it. It didn't change your mind?
I love that song, and I like her too.
Yeah.
Florence.
Yeah. The performance of it all didn't change?
Song. It was good, but no. It's like going in, I knew it wasn't like one of my favorite songs, so it wasn't there. And then obviously this all coincided. So Kelly, you were the one who alerted me that the Swifties were coming for me.
Yes.
Like before.
Well, I had to tell you, sometimes the Swifties they pipe up a little bit, but it's not worth letting you know. But then with this one, this girl, I don't know what, by the way, she's private on TikTok now.
Yeah, and I think we did BFF. She said, like, I think she tweeted, said, like, she'll take the L on this one. Thanks for, like,
well, yeah, no shit. She's going to take the L on this one.
She doubled down. I went to go look because I saw the post first because people were tagging Taylor Watch being like, blah, blah, blah. And I sent it to Kelly, and so I went back to go look because I'm curious of what she has to say now. And I think this was before you posted about the letter.
Yeah, it was.
Just the fact that you were at the concert. And she was still doubling down, being like, he still doesn't deserve to be there, blah, blah, blah. And then I think once you had that letter, that was the kiss of death right there.
She made like 5 posts about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a decisive, like, the letter. I don't know. Like, part of me, it's like, should I post the letter? Not post the letter? Is it personal? So I did think about that, but I figured they would have.
No, you posted.
Every single person that's gotten one has posted it.
Everyone posted,
Even the two girls, like they posted their letters.
Those letters. That's why, like, you should have for sure. Like that was that's why she does all that. Yeah.
Yeah, like she knows. I mean, if you know me, you know, like I'm probably gonna post the letter and be happy about the letter, and it just worked perfectly with that. With that girl coming at me, which really had nothing to do.
No.
It was a political rant.
No, she was acting dumb. Like it's just, and that's kind of how it was. Like we were watching it, and this girl's going off, and we're getting tagged, and it's like stupid, and we're like, these people are just, they're piggybacking on whatever this girl is saying, acting as if what she's saying is fact. Obviously, it's not. Dave is not a Fairweather fan. He never has been. And just because you want to talk politics doesn't take away from the fact that he's always been a fan and always been supportive. And I think that obviously Taylor writing literally exactly that in her note to you,
right?
And her mom
and her mom hugging you, like, is all they need to hear. But and we had texted a little bit about this, like the whole Brittany Mahomes thing. People went after her because she's liking posts by Trump or whatever. We had to have how long was the conversation we had being like, you're allowed to have friends that don't have the same political views as you. Like, it's insane.
And I'm sure they
has nothing to do with it.
Appreciate that. Like, she's she's the biggest star on the planet. So to think that everybody is going to have the same like views on everything, and the way she wrote it was like perfect too. It's like your own research, but not just politics, anything. You don't want to divide like what is a pretty pure reason to like a person. I mean, I followed her, and I told her mom, Andrea, I'm like, believe it or not, I became a fan like of the way she handled herself and the things she went through before the music. Like, I'm open about that. Like, I had to like kind of catch up on the music. Obviously, I was aware of it, but it more was like when Kanye stole the mic and all that stuff. That's when, and I told her, it's like, it's reverse how I became. So I think there is probably an element there of like, yeah, it's hard to be as much in the public eye as her. And in a weird way, some of the issues, obviously this election, but I'm on a different side. But it's good that not only in this, but like you should be able to get along. Like it shouldn't divide your interest, and you shouldn't just hate somebody because of that.
Exactly. And we hate that. We hate that as like a Swiftie community. Like this is our thing. This is separate from everything else. There's no need to divide within. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially it's such a fun thing, and we're all coming together on this. Why are we letting like outside situations affect it? And especially someone like you who's been a huge champion, not only for Taylor, but for like us doing this show and excited with us and excited about Taylor. And like, we all have this kind of relationship now at Barstool. There's a Taylor Swift podcast. Like it's a big deal. Like these things wouldn't happen if you weren't supportive of it and you weren't excited about it. Like you're not just some floozy about it. You know,
it's
like
crazy.
ridiculous.
And like you said like you liked her before you even liked the music, which I think says a lot, especially during the time. That's when everybody like was hating her because of her. If anything, people were like, "Oh, I like her music, but I hate her." Type of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that says a lot about like how you started as a fan. I think that was a hard time to justify liking her. And yeah, I don't understand people's craziness when they post on TikTok being like, he's not a real fan. I'm like, do you live under a rock? Like,
it's crazy.
Have you not seen all the BFFs like compilations of you literally fighting for her?
long before that.
Yeah, totally.
It's just BFFs happened to start it. Like I said earlier, people forget the Kanye stuff when and even Kim to agree, when they were going back and forth, that was before it was kind of like Kanye outed himself as like a nutcase.
Yeah.
Like, his fans are every bit as like loyal and diabolical. It just sucks. So I don't know. I think that's the part. It's easy now because she's so far on top, and like she's kind of had the last laugh on everybody. But the note, I think, shows it wasn't always there. So yeah, it was crazy. Cam, who I went with, doesn't want me to say, like, she thinks this smells like her perfume.
Oh,
like
no, Dave, I didn't say it in a text. I wanted to know what it smelled like. Like that's a dead fucking serious thing.
She's convinced this is the perfume.
I mean, it has to be.
What does it smell like?
Does she know what kind of perfume?
But it's perfume. It smells like perfume.
I mean, it's gotta be.
I didn't want it to be like super creepy.
No.
The only other
Listen,
option,
you didn't say it. Your girlfriend said it, and that's fine. And we're saying it, and that's fine. You're not the one that said it.
The only other option is it was in the jacket. Like I kept touching it like I had like gold in there. The jacket I think is clean.
Yeah.
It may have remnants because so many people have worn it.
Yeah.
Which also, by the jacket, which I've talked about, I had no idea how cool the jacket was.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's get a so I saw that you opened it up and there were all those bracelets and stuff. We intercepted the jacket for Paris Night 2 and it was an exciting thing, and everybody, we took it from a girl and her dad and we passed it off to other Swifties who were our age, like just having a good time.
Was the bag involved?
No,
the bag was
the
not
bag
involved.
wasn't there, so that must have come later. But the Paris was the first stop on the tour. So, or I'm sorry, the first stop after the break. After
I don't know when the
first
bag
in Europe,
started.
I think. I don't know when the bag started either. But he said he was talking about Hamburg, Gelsenkirchen. It was in all those places. So.
Yeah, they were all in there. There
was
London
which was amazing.
London
for
too.
sure. So
Yeah,
it must have started in like June.
Yeah,
right after us. So
with a bunch of like little notes.
It's so
super
sweet.
cool.
Really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like everyone adding their own twist, and it really felt like you had been kind of around the world with the jacket.
Yeah,
so that in itself was super, super cool.
Yeah, giving the jacket to Kevin's daughter was just so
Touché.
adorable.
She
looked like she had the time of her life.
It really
a lot of
was.
full circle moments.
I cry every video of that. I start crying. I can't. It's so sweet.
She
just
looks
the
so
cutest
cute
thing
in
in
her
the world.
red lipstick.
I know.
So cute.
Equally cute. Miss Peach's matching Eras Tour jacket.
Yeah,
we saw that.
The original people, the Bling Zaddy.
Unbelievable.
It's funny. So the Eras jacket account is Dave's Eras jacket.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were secretly hoping this thing would end because it's so much work.
Yeah. It's so much work.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. Like the amount of people that think I have the jacket, they reach out being like, "Can I have it?" It's like I have no idea.
Well, when we had the jacket, people were like up our ass, being like, "We need the jacket. We need the jacket." We're like, "We're not in charge." It's
we
just,
had to.
it's
Yeah, we had to like
Instagram.
issue a statement like we don't have the jacket, but I still get DMs being like, "Hey,
totally.
I'm really looking to wear the jacket to like night XYZ." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Girl, I can't help you."
In the future. Too.
Yeah.
It's like no one knows where the jacket's going.
Yeah.
So that's pretty incredible that it's still going on. But yeah. Crazy. I still can't believe
what
I know.
got
Are you going to
the
frame the note? What do you think you're going to do with it?
I don't know what I'm going to do with
Yeah.
it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Even the songwriter Feline Enthusiast.
I feel like you have to
it's fantastic. It's so
laminate
funny. Like,
it.
it's just you
know,
right?
like so it never
You need to put it in a glass box.
Yeah,
little frame.
A little frame or
it
something.
was super cool. And also that guy. So there's elements of that, like I didn't know Ross. He was there. I didn't know who that was. People are
Did you
freaking
meet
out
him?
about that. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I asked him. In hindsight, I'm like, have you been to a show before? It's like 14. I'm like, huh? Because I think he came alone.
He did.
He was alone.
So the rumors are that he may or may not be dating one of the dancers, but we don't know exactly
I would guess
who.
he is.
Yeah.
Why else would you show up?
Yeah.
I mean, I get you like Taylor Swift, but have you seen 14 times to show up alone in Miami's a little weird.
Of course, yeah.
That may be it.
Yeah. He's always with Travis, but like for him to show up without Travis being there and without like his family or anything, like there's another reason he's there. We're just not sure.
Yeah. Right, because I had no idea. I was like, interesting. This guy just showed up alone.
Were you sad? Were you sad to miss Tom Brady, who went to night one with his sons? Did you see that?
No, because they were in a different area.
Yeah, they were in the suite.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
yeah, and I even saw Jason Kelsey. Like I saw a picture of him like sleeping. They were in the VIP either area, so I wasn't even sure there was a VIP. I get it because you're right in the kind of mix there, and if you're
they were in a box.
Yeah, they were all
because they were with their kids too. So I think it would have been way too crazy.
There wasn't really a VIP night one. Like there was an area, but we didn't see like people sitting over there.
Yeah,
like,
no, I didn't see anyone. We just saw like Scott and that's it.
Some of the European shows had the VIP section, but it was all like open air, kind of like what you were standing in. Versus the other ones in the US had like that overhang. There wasn't any of that. Yeah, the tent thing wasn't there. So you were. I mean, they may have set up a VIP section just for you and Billy Joel.
It
sounds like it.
It was literally perfect because it wasn't overly busy. Like if you want to sit, you could sit. There was plenty of room. It was it was beautiful. It couldn't have been better.
That's awesome.
It's fantastic. So exciting.
What a great weekend.
I know. Do you know what's going to happen? People are going to ask us this. Do you know what's going to happen with the jacket when everything is done? Is it going to end up back in your hands and then are you going to call up BFF Tree and be like, "Hey, give us a tailor"?
Yeah, I don't know that she wants it.
I feel like that could like be put in a museum.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like the type of thing that should be like, if I got back, I'd just probably like frame it and hang it in the office with all the other like.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I would love that. Actually,
we would love to have it hung in the office. Yeah, that'd be sick.
If I get it back, that's all I'll do. Like I assume again, Tree was so nice, like super nice. I mean, everybody was super nice.
That's awesome.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was a great great night.
Yeah, well, I mean, you deserved like the A+ treatment. I feel like
I know
we got it. I mean, this was shocking.
Yeah,
of course it's shocking. It's insane.
Man.
It's insane.
It's just crazy.
It's another level. Once once up closer.
Crazy.
One day you're gonna be having dinner with her at the corner store in New York City one of these days. That's where she's been frequenting lately. But I mean, amazing, Dave. Thank you for recapping
coming
that
on
with
and
us.
chatting with us.
This is just what a moment. Again, one step closer.
Crazy moment.
Taylor's
just
your girl.
Crazy moment.
Yep. Absolutely insane. But all right, we're glad to hear that you enjoyed the show. And everybody else, obviously follow Dave. Follow Swiftie Dave.
All right. See you guys.
We'll see you later.
Dave. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yep.
Gia, we have another new bestie on the pod.
New bestie.
I am so excited
but
about
we
this
are
bestie.
both experienced with this bestie.
That's why I'm so excited about this bestie, Gia. Hello Fresh is now on the pod, and I have got to say, I have been a HelloFresh loyalist for 4 or 5 years now. I am obsessed with HelloFresh. I am constantly making HelloFresh meals. I personally do 2 a week because I'm a little lazy, but HelloFresh makes it very easy for me. It includes all the ingredients to cook your favorite meals. If you are someone who is familiar with this or not, it's the easiest way to cook dinner, especially if you live by yourself, honestly. And even if you don't live by yourself, you can make the meals. You can set the meals to be for 2 people, for 4 people, however many people you want in your house. But I personally love it because you go on, you select all the meals that you want for that week. You can meal plan for like 5 weeks straight, pick what you want and everything. They get sent to your house. They arrive. Mine arrived at 10 a.m. today on Monday morning. So I was able to collect it from my doorman, put it in the fridge before I got out of the building. And then I'm now going to go home. I'm going to make myself a little bit of corn chowder. I have corn chowder at home.
Yum.
I cannot wait. A perfect little fall day in New York City. I selected that. All of the ingredients are included. All of the spices, they include a thing of garlic, the veggies, the meat, this, that, everything that you need for these meals are included in this bag, that's made for your meal. And
everything's like portioned out too.
Everything's portioned out. Yep. It is so perfect, and it has been a literal lifesaver for me for, I swear to God, 4 years now. I am such a loyalist. They have the best meals. Some of the meals I save the recipes. I send them to my parents. I'm like, you got to make this. Just go get the store.
I love the spicy meatballs or something, like the bang meatballs.
Yes.
Something about something spicy meatballs.
Those
so
are
good.
the with the orange sauce. Yeah. Those
so
are
good.
unbelievable. I have a couple favorites. I have a a ricotta. It's like a lemon ricotta Brussels sprout flatbread.
Ooh.
Fucking insane. I also have another one that's like this like lemony dill chicken sausage soup with couscous. Oh my God, Gia. It's my favorite. Like
Sounds
my
delish.
favorite one. You can make burgers. You can choose breakfast meals. You know, they'll send you breakfast stuff. They'll send you lunch stuff. They'll send you desserts. They'll send you appetizers. If you're hanging out around Super Bowl time, which is coming up faster than we think, it'll give you options like for your Super Bowl party, and it'll give you, like nachos and things like that. It is the best meal app I've ever used, and I cannot say enough good things about it. And that is me waxing poetic about HelloFresh. I love them. I love them. Yeah. And I'm so happy to have them on the pod.
So good. I love HelloFresh too. I've used them a bunch throughout my time at Barstool, and I've never had a bad meal with them ever. All their stuff is so good. And along with all the portioned out food and everything, the instructions are super simple. They walk you through each step in the cooking process, which is really nice because I'm really bad at following instructions, especially when it comes to cooking.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So choose from a changing menu of over 50 recipes each week. Plus, take your pick from over 100 market add-on items like desserts, breakfast, and snacks. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free Taylor Watch, applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free Taylor Watch. All one word, free Taylor Watch. FREETAYLORWATCH.
Fantastic. And again, thank you. Massive thanks to HelloFresh. And if you are someone who likes to cook but doesn't always have time to go to the grocery store and just wants everything you need for your meal right in your lap so you can make it for dinner that night, HelloFresh is absolutely the way to go. Oh, wow. Okay. So now that we've heard from Swiftie Dave.
Yes. What a lucky guy.
Lucky guy.
Man.
What a fun behind the scenes look though. The part about coming into basically the back alley of the whatever and
really
having Tree
cool.
beat up with him.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I would die.
How do you not die?
I don't know. Also, I'll say this. I was going to say it on there, but I didn't want it to get confused. But he had been coordinating with Tree and had his night set up before that clip from BFFs went out. Like that was all done. Like literally, I think the same day.
Oh,
and
then
the BFFs
yeah.
clip came out like a day later. And then that's why he immediately was like, wait, just kidding. They got back to me. Like they had already, like, I feel like people think that because he bitched about it, they like got him the tickets. Like they were already in talks.
Yeah, they were already
weeks.
in talks.
Like it was a whole thing. So I feel like that's also a thing. But no, I mean, I know I am personally, I know you are too, thankful for Dave being a Swiftie and being excited about this, because when we were wanting to start the show and do all of this, he like loved the idea and was super understanding about it and said, yeah, that's a good market. Stick with it. Yeah. Lets us, spend all of our time being obsessed with Taylor Swift as literally a job. And it's amazing. So, him being a fan on top of it all just makes things great for us.
Makes it great. Great. And he deserved every second of that, of those moments.
How about them telling him that he's got to get out at a certain point or else he's going to be stuck in traffic for 5 hours? That's what we were saying about
it would have been
leaving.
nice if someone told us that.
I know. It's like, but that was what we were saying about someone leaving, like, or trying to leave that stadium. Like, they closed off everything. They made it impossible.
Yeah,
I just don't, it was so crazy leaving.
It was crazy. It was awful.
Awful. Yeah. Truly terrible. But thankfully the show itself was just, was on another level. So exciting. So good.
So amazing.
I still feel like,
like
over
literally
from the show.
Same.
Like,
I feel discombobulated and confused.
Absolutely. But all right, so we hope that everybody enjoyed our recap. We will be back, of course, on Thursday with our voicemails and DMs.
Yes.
If you would like to call in and talk about if anybody else went to Miami, please leave voicemails and tell us about your experience. And the number is
347-450-0723. 347-450-0723.
Either leave us a voicemail or send us a DM on the Taylor Watch Instagram account. What?
Before we end, not to bring the vibe down, but I do want to talk about Liam Payne really, really quickly.
Oh my
I totally forgot
Gia.
Because people were asking us if we were going to talk about it.
So sad. I forgot that we haven't recorded since that
happened. The timing of all of that was awful.
Terrible.
Just awful.
Terrible.
Like
Sick to my stomach
were
about it.
saying some pretty harsh stuff about him. That was Tuesday.
We were making fun of him, like the internet was making fun of him. We were piling on, doing the one thing we should know better than, which is to take the side of the internet and make fun and troll and whatever. And we just shouldn't have done that. Yeah. And to
harsh lesson
learned. To be so flippant about it and then have something so fucking awful like this happen 2 days later.
Yeah.
makes us both sick to our stomachs.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a lesson. That's a lesson.
Totally lesson learned.
The shit talking, we can't be so casual about
just
that. It's not nice. It's not okay.
The timing of everything was just terrible.
Awful.
You know, with Maya Henry and all the hate that she's been getting. It's just so sad.
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for everyone.
I feel bad for
his family.
everyone. I feel bad for all the boys. I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for his girlfriend. Like,
sick to my stomach over it.
It's just really, really, really terrible. And I want to apologize just
Absolutely.
for like everything that we said. It just was like super distasteful. And yeah, I feel so gross about it.
Same.
So yeah, just rest in peace, Liam. I feel like he was not at peace at the end of his life, and it's just awful, awful, awful. I'm still like, even when I see like videos and stuff about it, I'm just like, it's terrible. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that very, very quickly.
I'm glad you brought that up because it's been so much has obviously
it's been like literally eating away at me. Like the next day, I was
really.
like I just can't even bbelieve. Like, and obviously like.
We didn't know, but at the same time, we should have known better than to even be like talking shit. Like I understand, like we're reporting on the Maya Henry stuff, we're talking about that stuff, but we didn't need to like laugh and pile on and however we acted. And I think that like
I guess I didn't realize how severely like just
he was not okay.
Severely not okay. He was,
He was not okay, and it's awful. And and like you said, you feel bad for all the boys. You feel bad for his family. You feel bad for these women that are kind of caught up in it. And unfortunately, like some certain people had certain experiences with him that maybe weren't so great, but that doesn't take away from the fact that his life ending this suddenly isn't any less
tragic
and sad. And 31 years old. That's nobody. That's awful. It makes me sick. I honestly can't. I can't even think about it. It's terrible. I hope that his family finds peace, and I hope that I don't know. I wish things were different for him. I wish I wish somebody had been there for him in his moments, and it's awful. TMZ can rot in hell.
Crazy
TMZ
what they did.
Yeah. We don't even need to discuss.
Yeah.
TMZ can rot in hell. TMZ worst publication in the world. Worst publication in the world.
Yeah.
Horrible people.
I hope that
I wish them the worst.
The Payne family like sues them or something.
I hope so too. I hope so too. Just absolutely horrible.
Yeah. So yeah,
so that's the One Direction family and the Swiftie family. There's a lot.
There's a lot of coincides.
A lot of
mixing
crossover.
Up. Yeah, crossover. Yeah.
We feel all the Directioner Swifties. Us too.
Yeah.
We're both Directioners.
Yeah.
And just awful. Just we can't. It's hard sometimes because it's one thing to like joke around on the internet, and it's one thing to be like, haha, the memes, this and that, we're laughing, whatever. And then when something awful happens, it's like you feel like shit. You feel like garbage. Like, how could I have been?
It's like a total wake up call.
Right. Like, how could I have piled on? How could I have said shit like that? And so it's just kind of like no need. Yeah. No need for that.
Yeah.
And yes, we hope that his family and friends will find peace one day.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Precious angel. But all right. We will, so we will see you guys on Thursday for the voicemail episode.
Yep.
Call, DM, all the above. Very exciting stuff. We hope you guys enjoyed our full recap. Again, huge thanks to Game Time.
Yeah,
for,
seriously, thank you so
hooking us
much.
up and being the #1 place to buy tickets.
Yes.
And we will see you guys on Thursday.
Bye. Love you guys.